So I was at my home park earlier, just literally having lunch. You know what that reminds me of? Those good old days when I would eat lunch there every single day by myself when I had my chest issue back in 2019, around this time. So having to do this again, it felt great, but it just feels a little different now, especially since I'm healthy, that it's like, because I'm tempted to just do a lot of exercising, like taking walks and just taking walks, shooting hoops, and just doing other things, that's just worth my cardio, my cardio, and invaluable time when I'm healthy. So, in 2019, when I had this very chest issue for pretty much the entire month of August, I was still able to go out, but I was still very limited. I remember going out to the OC Fair. That was on a Sunday on that second week of August, if I'm not mistaken. Then I went to Knott's on the same day. I had my x-ray, so I left work early to go to my x-ray, and later on I just went to Knott's, just doing my best to not worry about anything. What did I ride? I rode Jaguar, and I rode something else. I'm trying to remember what that ride was. Was it Montezuma? For some reason I wanted to think Supreme Scream, but that ride was just so extreme that, like, obviously you're gonna be taken to the top slowly, and then you're gonna drop like crazy, So I don't think that would be worth it for my then ongoing chest issue. I remember going to Knott's, and then I went to shoot hoops the next day. That was like later in the afternoon, right? So I was starting to get my feel back somewhat, right? Because I shot hoops again 2 more times, So I was just getting in the groove, just getting it back somewhat. Going into September, it started to feel better again, So look, and then Lion King as well. It was just hard enough sitting down, and obviously my dad's birthday celebration. But that was when I started to feel that anxiety, and for some reason feeling my breathing just kind of out of rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like when I had these swollen muscles in my chest, it was causing me to kind of breathe a certain way that, like, it was making me want to breathe in and out, but I couldn't until the swollen part just goes away, kind of, for me to get a full breath, like in and out, like breathing in and out. It's something like that, man. It's I'm telling you, it was a very scary moment to have that, and then that's why I was so very limited in doing my exercise. I'm talking about regular exercise, such as walking, like daily walking, or the exercise I would do very often, like walking, like shooting hoops, and just working out at the gym. I was working out at the time, so it just felt different because I had more relaxation time, that I didn't need to worry about anything else. It's like I didn't have to beat the clock so often, what I'm saying, other than for work. But what I'm saying is, overall I didn't have to beat the clock in general when I had this chest issue. So for the most part, although it was scary for me to experience this, I needed the outdoors as much as I can, even to just relax and be around the outdoors, even if it means my home park. Then for the most part, I'm feeling, I feel like I'm I'm pushing away my anxiety, you know. So yeah, that's just it's just a difference, like, between having so much relaxation time versus, you know, when I'm healthy, I can hardly have any time to relax. Well, I mean, I'm talking about like in general, just being more active and being more, you know, just doing more things, especially worth my exercise, worth my time. So I'm really battling time, in that I'm just wanting to make more opportunities happen, right? So I mean, it's just a different feel. Like, even if as I was here earlier, I was about to pass by my park, where I ate lunch at earlier. It just feels so different because I'm looking at my watch now. I'm like, yeah, I'm eating lunch. I did that, but now I'm going to Coffee Bean. You know, just I'm trying to remember if I had drinks that time, because something tells me I didn't. Because back then, Starbucks used to be my main place at the Surreals Town Center, right? But now it's Coffee Bean for damn sure. I'm trying to remember if I didn't like had any drinks at the time. I had the chest issue, but it's like something tells me I didn't, because I think I only needed, I don't know. I can vaguely remember that part, but for the most part, I just had more relaxation time, and I was doing birthday shout-outs, friendship anniversary shout-outs at the time. You know, just getting it on. You know, getting my groove with that. Just, you know, just being able to chill more. Versus now, like, you know, obviously when I'm healthy, not only do I got plenty of opportunities to exercise, but I just gotta do so much more. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just even forget to appreciate who I have. And look, you know, that's not to mean that I don't appreciate who I have, but hey, and even now, it's like, with what I'm facing, the mental pain that I'm facing, it's already hard enough for me to just, you know, to just be myself, you know? And I hate to keep going off on you know, about this dump the way that it is, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, man, I'm gonna leave it at that, dude, because right now things are just getting harder and harder each day as far as this year is concerned. But you know, obviously I am not gonna give up, right? It's just it's only a matter of time when I can get what I want, and I'm talking about what I literally want, and until I can finally cheer that I'm out of this dump and all that, you know what I'm saying? So look, man, I just wanted to point out, like, the difference between, you know, the time that I was able to relax when I was in my dump. I mean, sorry, my dump, when I had my chest issue, versus you know, when I'm healthy, and I'm talking about like right now, you know. So yeah, I was still getting like 10,000 steps at the time, but thing is now, you know, I don't have the Fitbit anymore. I mean, I'm not tracking my steps like I used to, even though I can do it in this watch, but it's like I'm at the point where that's not really my thing so much at this point on. So, you know, I just thought I'd bring that comparison. Obviously now, you know, things are bound to get, you know, I'm starting to face a lot more challenges, and, you know, especially this biggest challenge now is to overcome my darkness, you know. So I'm just looking at it like, hey, you know I can do it, but at the same time, I know I got to make sure that I can get through it. So it is what it is now, and that's why I said it's much harder to overcome what I need to overcome. And you know, for the most part, you know, it's like what Nathan told me: small victories, small steps. And I'm telling you, like I said in a lot of my older videos, man, I said what I needed to say, and it's still true. So I gotta do it, man, or else I'm gonna get worse. Period. Not physically, but mentally.